Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Synovial Marketing Masterclass. So excited to be here with y'all today. I love recording these episodes, and today we are going to be talking about holistic marketing and how you need to have a holistic approach to your marketing. We've been talking a lot about this with our clients because I think that one of the biggest questions that we always get when it comes to marketing is, where do I start? What do I do first? I have this business, I have this idea, but I have no idea what I need to do first to be profitable. So today, I'm excited to kind of go through the process that we go through with each of our clients when they have that initial call with us, that discovery call, to kind of get their marketing plan, straightened out. So excited to share that with y'all today. Hope everyone is doing well. We are in Q3 currently, and the summer has flown by. So I have, my son, he actually has a birthday this Friday. So I'm so excited about that. I can't believe I am going to be a mom to a 6-year-old, but he is my pride and joy. But the summer has flown by so fast. I feel like the summer just started, and here we are. School starts in about 2 weeks. So I know y'all are feeling that too, but that also means that the holidays are fast approaching. They're right around the corner, which means we need to make sure that your marketing is on point. We are telling, anyone that wants to work with us to go ahead and apply, because the holidays are not the time to be starting on your marketing strategy in the middle of the chaos of the holiday shopping and all of that. So diving right in to today's episode, I'm gonna act like this was a discovery call. So a client comes to us and we have a discovery call with them. We talk about the strategies that maybe they are already using or some things that they're already doing. We kind of review that. We do a whole audit of their website, their social media, to kind of see where things are at. And every business is different. We started Synovial Marketing helping small businesses. So solopreneurs, a lot of small businesses, and understanding their budget. And, one of the biggest reasons I started Synovial Marketing was I felt like small businesses didn't have a place in the marketing world to kind of get serviced and get services. So we definitely take that into account whenever we have one of these discovery calls. We talk about budget, and we understand that you can't for these small businesses, sometimes when you're just starting out in business, you can't do everything at one time. So and there's some things that you can do for yourself. We understand that we have courses, we have, like, I always say, we have the done for you options, but we also have the teaching options as well, our courses and challenges and things like that allow you to learn from us, but also do it yourself. So we speak through all of those options, see where their business is at, and then I start on my spiel of the marketing strategy. So everything leads to your website is a big thing that we preach. So if you're new in business, maybe you just started your business, you don't have a website yet, that is definitely something that you need to save up for or be thinking about. It is, a lot of people are like, oh, it's so expensive, to get a website built. It's not an expense, it's an investment. So your website is one of the best investments, one of the greatest investments that you are going to make in your business, because everything leads to your website. So if we're starting out and we get a client that doesn't have a website yet, that's really where we're going to, start talking to see if maybe that's in their budget or they're saving up for that. Your website is your home base. So everything, your social media leads to your website. From your website, you're going to go from the website to your email list. So they're going to subscribe to your email list. It's like that home base center of your business. So if you don't have a website, you need to be saving up for that, or you need to be looking into that. But we start there. If they have a website, we're going to start with an audit of the website. So you can have a beautiful aesthetic website and maybe it's not converting, or maybe it's not functioning properly. So a big thing that we also teach and we talk about is systems and automations. So I am a big believer that your website should work for you, especially if you're making this big investment. Having a website built is expensive. It's, labor intensive. It's important. It's an investment. But the reason that it is an investment is because if it's built correctly and done correctly, it's going to work for you. So think of it as like another employee. You can't talk to everyone all the time in your business. But if you have a website that is built correctly, designed correctly, people can go there. You don't even have to know the person. You don't even have to talk to the person, but they can go to your website and your website works for you in converting them, maybe getting them to sign up, maybe getting them to give you their email address, or maybe explaining to them your courses or your programs or the value of your products and services. So yes, a website is an investment, but it is the biggest, best investment that you could ever have a website that is working for you, that is built properly, that has those systems and automations in place. That's the profit of your business. That is how your business is going to be profitable. And I also break down websites when we're talking about websites. Think about it like your website is going to be with you for the life of your business. So when we start out thinking about having a business or building a business, starting a business, hopefully we're not thinking that we're just going to have this business for 3 to 5 years. So I think the statistic, don't quote me on this, is 85% of small businesses fail within the first 5 years. So that's scary, first of all, but I can understand, why that happens. Everyone has these big dreams and thinks like, oh, I'm going to start a small business. It's going to be great. And then there's a lot that goes into it. It's not like just jumping into this and throwing together a website, throwing together an Instagram, and here we go. We're off. We're going to make money. So 85% of small businesses fail within the first 5 years. So hopefully that isn't you. We're not saying we want that to be you, but if you invest in your website and invest in having a website built, created, functioning properly, working for you, that website is essentially going to be with you for the life of your business. So if your business is open for 40 years, 50 years, 30 years, your website can be with you that whole time. Now, it'll need to be updated, it'll need to be managed, all of those things, but the foundation of that website is so important so that it can live with you for 30 years, 40 years, for the life of your business. So we're super heavy on that because that is the foundation of a successful business, is a properly built, properly functioning website. Super important. So we talk to our clients about that. Next is, we talk about the different types of social media. So in today's day and age, we know that as a business, you have to be on social media in some way, shape, or form or capacity. If you are a business that is not on social media in some way, you're going to get left behind. So we kind of look over, maybe they're already on social media. We audit their social media platforms, see where they need to improve, how we can help them, talk to them about some strategies. we have talked a lot, I feel like lately, about content creation, about social media platforms. But the way that I break it down for our clients in the way of social media is that Pinterest and TikTok are search engine platforms. So these two platforms are where they really utilize keywords, they utilize searchability. It's like a search engine. So this is going to get you your greatest reach. So posting on TikTok, utilizing Pinterest is so important for service-based businesses, product-based businesses, because that's where it's like top of funnel. So we're thinking of like a funnel. So it's up here at the top. Everyone is coming in. You're reaching everybody up here. They're all coming in the funnel. Then from there, from your TikTok and from your Pinterest, you're going to bring them to your Instagram. Now, Instagram is trying to get more in the search engine realm. I feel like they're trying to move towards that, but really Instagram is your nurture platform. So I talk about this a lot, like your portfolio. So back in the day, I remember I was into photography and I had a photography portfolio. I had this book that I would take around and show people of I can't believe back in the day we actually printed out pictures. Like I remember, you would go to Walmart or whatever and have your pictures printed, and I put them in this little photo album, and I had all these photo albums of all my photography that I had done, and I was really proud of it. But Instagram is the new electronic portfolio. So it's a nurture platform, not like Pinterest or not like TikTok. It is really to form connections, like tagging, collaboration, bringing community in. But it's also when people go to your Instagram grid, we talk about this so heavy and I'm so passionate about it. But when people go to your Instagram grid, they need to be able to know who you are, what your differentiator is, and how you can serve them. So not just, pretty pictures. It is infographics, it's information, it's video, there's short form videos, those reels. Gone are the days of like the super aesthetic grid on Instagram, but your grid needs to show your brand. It needs to be on brand. It needs to really, it's like your first impression. So when they go to your Instagram, if you've got all of these crazy, pictures of random stuff, they have no idea what you do and how you can help them. Maybe you're not utilizing like reels, you're not utilizing short form video to explain your content. People aren't going to be interested. They're going to click on your Instagram, see your profile, and be like, oh, no, I'm not trusting that. Like, that looks pretty sketch. So, super important to, be value packed, have information on your Instagram. And people are going to watch your Instagram or be looking at your Instagram, watching your content for 3 or 4 months, y'all. Like, Instagram is where people are watching you. They're watching to see what you're posting, what you're about. Like, hey, do I connect with this person? They might watch your stories. Stories on Instagram is really important to show like that behind the scenes, getting to know you. I love Instagram. We're super heavy on Instagram. I love posting on stories because I get to really connect with y'all, tell you, up and coming things that are happening. It's kind of like real life, like what's happening right now. And then your grid is stuff that's going to be relevant long term. So your grid is long-term information. Your stories is like, hey, what's happening in the next 24 to 48 hours? Kind of that behind the scenes content, which is great. People get to know you. So we took them from Pinterest and TikTok to Instagram. Instagram, they're watching you for 3 to 4 months. From Instagram, they're going to your website, y'all. So this is where, if you don't have a website, it's super, super important to have that website, because we're driving traffic from these social media platforms down the funnel to your website. So They've been watching you for 3 to 4 months. They feel like they know you. They've gotten that connection with you. And now they finally make it to your website. They click on the website. So here again, if you don't have a website, or if your website is not, properly built, properly functioning, this is where things can go wrong. So they click on the website, they get to the website, and hopefully they go through your customer journey on the website. So your home page is so important. We talk about, building a functioning homepage, because that's usually like your main landing page. People are landing on this homepage and they need to be able to see the different sides of you, the different products, the different ways that you can help them, and the value of your business, like right off the rip, like right on the homepage. So that's super important. Hopefully they kind of skim over that. Hopefully on your homepage, there is either a pop-up or a subscription box somewhere on this homepage, because what you don't want to happen is maybe you've got them, coming down this funnel, they made it to your website, and you don't have a subscription box, or you don't have the pop-up to grab their email, or you're not capturing their information. So we've taken them through this whole process, and when they finally get to your website, we're not capturing their information, and maybe they don't, maybe they skim through your website, maybe they don't see something they need, maybe they're not interested, whatever, they pop off, they're gone. So what can happen? I mean, that really sucks, because we've gotten them this far for us not to capture anything and then them to go. What we ideally want to happen is we take them through this process. They get to your website. You either have a pop-up or a subscription box. They see your freebie or your offer and they sign up for it. Maybe you have a ebook or a course or a class or a 10% off, 20% off, some coupon, something. It catches their attention. They give you that email address, and then you have their information. So now we can stay up with them. We can communicate with them. Even if they sign up for that ebook or that course or that offer and they still pop off of the website, we have a way to reach them long term. So that is so, 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 so important. So ideally they give you that email address, and then it goes back to, you have to have the systems in place, y'all. So then it goes into email marketing. Okay, they gave you their email address. Maybe you had a little subscription box that, hey, get 20% off if you put your email address here. They give you the email address. Now it comes down to, do you have the system in place that is actually going to send them that 20% off? So we have our email marketing challenge, which is our email marketing course, that teaches you all about email marketing, teaches you about the systems and automations of email marketing, talks to you about sequences, welcome sequences, nurture sequences, sales sequences of email marketing. But what you don't want to happen is they sign up for this 20% off coupon and you don't actually have the email systems in place, or you're not utilizing email marketing. And that immediately is building distrust. So I've signed up for a 20% off coupon, never to hear from you again, because you're not utilizing email marketing, you're not utilizing email systems and things like that. So this is where businesses become profitable, because they have a follow-up system. So there's something also called an 8 times rule. We've talked about this a little bit, I know, with our clients. If you are a client of ours or if you've been following us, we talk about the 8 times rule. But it takes 8 times, 8 points of interaction with your client and customer to essentially convert into a sale. And there was a study done on this, that's like the average amount of times. It could be more, could be less, but you have to think about it, 8 points of interaction before a sale. So if people see you on TikTok, maybe they watch some of your videos, watch some of your content. They see you on Instagram, maybe they see you on their For You page, see you anywhere. They come to your profile and, they watch you for that 3 to 4 months. They finally make it to your website. We've had 3 or 4 points of contact up to this point. They make it to your website. The possibility that you don't capture their email address or you don't get that long-term point of contact, you can have these 3 or 4 interactions and then lose them because you didn't capture an email address or you didn't have those systems in place. So it's just, I preach that so much, that it's so important to that's why I'm so crazy about email marketing. That's why I'm so passionate about email marketing, is because it is such a great way to have long-term contact with your clients and customers. Maybe they're not ready to purchase today, but you can speak to them over time. They can get to know you over time. They can, and maybe 3 months from now, they're ready for that photo session. Or maybe 3 months from now, hey, they need their gutters cleaned out, or they need their bathroom, they're ready to have their bathroom remodeled. But if you're not staying in contact with these people, you're losing money, you're losing trust, you're losing connection, because some other businesses in their inbox, some other business is talking to them, some other business has their systems and automations set up. So, not only are you competing against yourself, I mean, we all know that we're competing against others in our industries, whatever industry it is, whether it's a product-based business or a service-based business. We have to stay up and stay cognizant of our industries. And the one that kind of stays on top of the newest, latest, greatest is going to win. So attention is a form of currency. So whoever captures the most attention, captures the most views, is ultimately going to be the most profitable in today's day and age. So super important. So we go through all of this, going back to what I was saying, on a discovery call. We're talking about TikTok and Pinterest, going to Instagram. Instagram is your nurture platform. From Instagram, they need to be taken to your website. Your website needs to be functioning, needs to be built correctly, needs to be capturing emails. Once you're capturing emails, you also have to have your email systems so that those emails are going out automatically and you're continuing to talk to your client and customer. So all of this is our approach to holistic marketing. A lot of businesses, when they come to us, and a lot of people in general, just think that there's one thing. So what thing do I need to do to get my business to be profitable? And that is one of, that's what we do a lot of. And that's what, I feel like my day in and day out, which I enjoy, is the teaching that marketing is not just one thing. So like we just talked about, if you're not utilizing all of these strategies and all of these things, maybe not initially, but over time, that this whole strategy is how you become profitable. And, there's so much more to that. We dive into email marketing just in itself is a whole thing. Like our email marketing challenge, it's 8 weeks, jam-packed of amazing information to teach you how to build emails that convert. So highly suggest that if you're thinking about email marketing. We have a lot of content on our page about content creation, about creating content that converts. We have other podcast episodes. Our last podcast episode, the episode before this, talks about content creation and creating content that converts. So it's a lot. It's not just one thing. It's all the things together is what is going to make your business profitable. And yeah, I think that is the one thing that if I could tell all the businesses, that it is holistic marketing is profitable marketing. And, we also add in there, like all of what I just talked about was organic marketing strategies. But on top of that, you can also add in, we do paid advertisement services. which even drives more traffic, to your website, to your content. And that's going to, but again, that's only going to be profitable and helpful if you're creating great content. If you have a website that is functioning and, built correctly. We just had a client, I guess it was last week, a couple weeks ago, and they're one of our paid advertisement services. We're doing paid advertisement for them. And what paid advertisement is we're taking, how we use it is we take the content that we have created for this client and we use it in paid advertisement. So they have an ad spend budget, and we use the content and the ad spend budget to push traffic, major traffic, to their website and to a specific landing page for a specific product. And come to find out, we were doing this for a client and their website was not working correctly. There was an issue with their website. So we had done a month of advertisement and it was not converting, not working because the website was not working. So again, you can do all of these strategies. You can do, content creation on these platforms, TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram. You can do email marketing. But ultimately the biggest, thing is your website, because it is the house of your business. So making sure that your website is running smoothly, all the systems are in place, everything is good, because from there, that's like the base. So you have like the base of your house. If this is all sturdy and good and running good, then we can use all these other tactics to come to that. And then your website will convert all of this traffic. So that's super important. Website. If I could tell any business, make sure that you have a website, your website's built correctly. Also your website helps with SEO, search engine optimization. There's so much, but that is the biggest thing. If I could tell businesses one thing, it is that content or your marketing strategy has to be holistic. So it has to have all of these pieces and parts together. And it's okay to build that over time and to, kind of put these pieces together over time. Usually where we start with any client, usually if a client doesn't have this huge, massive budget to start, we start with content creation. We usually take over their social media. So social media management is usually where we start. We have 3 different packages for social media management. So whatever package works for their budget. And we like to, if they're not already utilizing email marketing, we like to get their email marketing up and running and systems working as well. So that's usually where we start. Again, we do a whole audit of their business. Like we'll look over everything, look over their website, look over their current social media, look over their email marketing strategies, all of that. But usually what we recommend, if you were just starting out and looking to start with an agency, or you're looking to come on with us, we usually try to start with your social media management, because that is a 3-month minimum contract for our social media management. So that gives us 3 months to get your social media up, running, on par, great content. And then email marketing, because you have to have an email list, you have to have email marketing. So we usually help them with that. And, I love growing with our clients. I think that's one of the coolest things. So maybe they start out and they have a smaller budget. We help them with social media management, But then over time, their business grows, we grow with them, they have that bigger budget, we can add more things on to their marketing strategy, help them with more things. And I love watching their business grow and become more profitable because we're able to add more and more on as they grow. So that's important for us as well, is we are looking to grow with you. We think it's completely fine for you to start out at a lower, base. And then we want to work with you. We want to grow with you. And in doing that, your business is going to grow as well. And that's such a cool process to be able to see. It's one of my favorite things about having Synovial Marketing and having the marketing agency is seeing these businesses grow, watching your business grow, getting to work with you and, become friends in the process. It's so cool. So, hope this episode was helpful. Please be sure to follow and subscribe. This Synovial Marketing Masterclass is available on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. So leave us a 5-star review. Let us know what you think down in the comments. And we will see you on the next episode.